Celeb Secrets is speaking with Peyton and Blake, who star in Disney's brand new film, Prom Pact, Margaret Cho, who plays Miss Chen in Disney's brand new film, Prom Pact. All right, so let's get started. So you guys are, very out there in the world of acting. So I want to know, first of all, did you guys attend your high school prom, and how were you guys able to channel your, average high school selves for the filming of this movie?
Yeah. So in Australia, we don't really have a prom. We have kind of like a little dance for our last year of high school, which unfortunately I didn't get to go to because of COVID things. But so yeah, my only experience really with prom was this film and watching other films that I guess deal with a prom as well.
Yeah.
So to be on set, dressed up, ready to go to prom on the set of a prom was unbelievable. And yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I also did not go to my real prom. We were actually shooting Prom Pact when my high school prom happened. So that was kind of crazy. But I've been to a couple proms on a couple different projects. And then also I've been to a bunch of Disney proms, which are these like parties that Disney throws for their actors that can't be at their school's prom. And that's actually where I met Milo for the first time, was at Disney prom. But anyway, I feel like for me, channeling high school wasn't all that difficult because I have been in and out of school. So when I'm not working, I am just in regular school. And so that's not like a hard thing for me to tap into because it is like a big part of my life.
Yeah, no, I love that you mentioned, all the other Disney proms. That's interesting. I didn't know that they had that. But you did mention Milo. So, Peyton, we obviously know that you and Milo are the best of friends, and you posted the cutest thing for him on his birthday at the beginning of March. So, because you guys are such close friends, how was it filming with him and being in this movie with him? And then, if Blake, you want to talk about, what it was like kind of joining their friendship a little bit.
It was so much fun. I mean, Milo and I have like known each other very kind of like loosely and casually for a long time, sort of growing up in the Disney family. But Prom Pact was really the first time that we spent a lot of time together. And so it was really fun to get to know each other and sort of build that really strong relationship that Mandy and Ben have together. So, I mean, working with him is so much fun. He's just a ball of energy and joy. So getting to spend all that time with him was really great. And, working with him and Blake, not too bad. Not too bad. Honestly, when I think back on it, not as bad as I remember.
I love Milo Manheim.
And also,
yeah, he's the best. He's
okay.
Exactly what you said. He's just this bowl of joy. He's so pure and so lovely, and I'm so glad that I got to meet him making this film. You're okay too, but he's just the best. We became so close. Yeah, you can leave for this one. And we got so close making the film, and even to this day, we're still like that. And then I guess you would be in there too. It's kind of like that. And you were like at the side, like watching. But.
Well, I love how close you guys have become. I really do love that. So, your character in this film is sort of, comedic relief, but you're also like a little bit strict with, Mandy and her acceptance to Harvard. So, how is your relationship with, Peyton and Mandy, her character?
I think it's really interesting because my character is there to show Mandy that there are other ways to look towards her future and to look to more balance in her life, but at the same time, supporting the dream underneath it all. So it's not as if she's saying, oh, forget about these things. You don't have to do that. It's more like there are other things you can do, but still being there for her at the end.
Like, this is for you. Why do you think people should watch this film?
Like, who doesn't love rom-coms? I think rom-coms are the best. They have always been a staple for me. And then to pair that with the rom-coms of the past, which is so endearing and so amazing. And to bring that into the modern world for a modern audience, I think, what's not to love? I mean, look, pretty great, huh? If that's not going to sell, then I don't know what will.
I love that. And just talking a little bit more about the messages and themes that come from this film, even just from watching the trailer, we can see that it's about, living in the moment and not getting so caught up in your future. How do you relate that theme to, someone like yourself who's no longer in high school? And, if there are older people who want to watch this movie or people who are not in high school anymore, how can you kind of tell them to relate to it and relate to that theme?
I think that we always feel like we're still in high school. Like, I think every day is still, like, we never really escape that mindset. Like, I'm 54. I still feel like I'm 12, 13, 14. Like, I'm never, that era, that decade of being a teenager sort of never leaves your mind. And also the idea that I'll be happy when I get this, that also never leaves our mind too. So this film is really about just having happiness right then with everything that we're all in right now, as opposed to looking to some possible date in the future where happiness can exist.
Since we are Celeb Secrets, I'm wondering if you have any secrets or behind the scenes things from filming this movie that we wouldn't know from just watching it.
Mostly Peyton and I, between scenes, she had never had a mochi donut. And so I had just eaten a dozen mochi donuts, and I was describing to her kind of what they were like. We really got into it. I don't know if she's had a mochi donut yet, but I hope so. They're very good. Milo is such a huge TikTok star. And what's so weird is I didn't realize until later that I'm friends with his mom, which is also
how?
Well, I've worked with Cameron Manheim so many times, and I just didn't make the connection that Milo Manheim was her son. I'm like, oh, people have children.
And so now do you guys hang out more now that you realize that you know his mom?
No, I haven't seen him, so I have to ask him. When I see him next, I will.
Oh, definitely. Yes, you have to make that happen.
I love your mom. Yeah, she's the best.